Yo, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? Happy New Year's Eve. We are at the end of 2023, and it has been an absolute wild ride of a year. I cannot say thank you enough to each and every single person that has become a member of this community and has watched my videos, given me feedback, has joined my Twitch streams. Just thank you to everybody. And I'm only looking to make 2024 even better. I've set myself some goals for the year, and I'm really looking to not only do better in just my own personal life, but also just do better in the YouTube channel as well, and just keep going and making fantastic moves. And I appreciate all of you guys for being a part of it. But we ended up playing a game against my man Arnell in the past. It was a weekly, tournament that we had going on here, just a little locals match, and he's playing the purple Luffy. I got Sakazuki here, and this ends up being an absolute nail biter. He does get a trigger here. He gets Miss Double Finger, will subtract the Dawn to trash a page 1, and gets to ramp back up that same Dawn. So gets a body onto board for him, and now he can potentially pressure life here. Does use leader ability to go to 5 Dawn. Is going to attach 1 to Miss Double Finger and swing 5. I will go ahead and counter out of this one. The 5k swing from lead, though, I'll just go ahead and take. And he puts down Bins. Bins, obviously just being a nice 4k vanilla with a 6k stat line. Pretty solid. Can't complain altogether. And now I'll just go 6 into Miss Double Finger, though. Maybe arguably overcommitting, but I just wanted to get the card off the board. I don't want to have to deal with too many swings, and then I'll go ahead and play Kuzan. I am thinking of what I want to cycle, though. I choose to cycle out Mancherry here. I know Mancherry is absolutely incredible in so many matchups, and I still think it is good in this matchup, but this early in the game, I didn't really feel as though I needed it. I felt like I needed a little more counter power as well as removal. And the God Curve Poly right there does me dirty. I was trying to get that Kuzan to stick on the board. Unfortunately, not working out the way that I wanted it to. Happily, though, I didn't have to deal with a Magellan right there. So I am just going to go 5 into life and lower the Poly down, which means definitely going to be playing down Borsalino. Just going to get Poly off the board and then pass the turnover, cycling out the brand new. Now, I know that this following turn could be a 9-cost Kaido, potentially. It's not going to be able to kill Borsalino, though, which is very nice. But he can pressure down my life enough to where I might be at 0 life this turn. Just depends on how he goes about it. It looks as though we have like a little bit of counter in hand, so I will just be able to get the 2k counter out of that 6k swing. But Queen does come back onto... into the field, and gives the Eustace Captain Kid gives that extra Dawn back from the Queen play. So we'll see a 6k swing as well, and I choose to take this going down to 1 life. I'm not extremely ecstatic about having to do that, but I'm in a bit of a position right now, and he also saves the Bins, so I'm trying to find like how can I get back into this match. This is very difficult. I don't believe that I had a Hina in trash as well, which is a little unfortunate for me. I end up drawing into Rebecca using Greater Eruption, and I'll use that onto the Eustace Captain Kid. I know that if I attack with lead here, I could get it down into range of like a, why am I forgetting the name of it? Greater Eruption, but sadly, it's just not going to work out the way that I wanted it to. I am considering what I need to pick up here, though. I'm thinking of either getting the Sabo or the Tashigi, but I do choose to take Tashigi. And now I'm going to use brand new on play right here. I end up seeing the Hina just a little bit late, which is a little unfortunate. I would have liked to get that card first. But another Greater Eruption to keep drawing. I just need to get some cards off the board, and I am going to get that Useless Captain Kid, bringing leader up as well, and swinging 9 into the bins. Luckily, he does let it go, so I'm like, okay, not too bad. You know, I do need to be weary of the 9-cost Kaido, but we're not exactly in the greatest spot. You know, trying to get rid of trying to get rid of a lot of what's going on. And there it is. Kaido is going to come down. We're at 1 life. This is kind of rough. I'm looking at it and I'm like, oh yeah, this isn't going to be pretty. I'm wondering if he'll swing 6 into brand new, and he does. I was thinking it would be at life, but 6k at life does get the 2k counter, and then he is going to go 10. And now I have 0 life. I gotta somehow get rid of Kaido. I have to also somehow get rid of Queen, because I know that even if I double block her, there is chances that he'd be able to get through, especially with the lack of 2Ks, because we've been dropping them for every 6K swing each turn. This is a tough spot to be in. I'm definitely taking my time now that I know that I have Hina in the trash. It is possible, if we have another Rebecca, that we could just get that Hina to work for us. But I'll go ahead and swing 5, lowering down the Kaido. It gets a card out of hand, so I'm alright with that, leaving him with 2 cards. So I feel as though I do have an opportunity to be able to KO Kaido if it's just for like a 12k swing or something with Borsalino, but then I can't double block. So I know that I have to kind of rely on potentially bottom decking the Kaido or with Houndblaze here. And I think I'm just going through in my head like, okay, how much Dawn do I have? What KOs me next turn if I am getting rid of the Kaido but leaving the Queen active? Do I have to double block her here? I am going to use brand new. I'm trying to find like some form of reduction. I do end up finding a Hina, which I could pick up and then play Rebecca to get like another counter card in hand. And I think that's what we end up going for. So I'll just pick up Hina, trashing that Kuzan and Borsalino. Still kind of tough. Still very tough here. Yeah, so we are going to use the Rebecca though, and go ahead and get back a Tashigi. And now I can get Hina, and now I do choose to bring down the Kaido. I actually thought that I would maybe be bringing down Queen here, and then going for a big swing into Kaido, but if I have enough to get it down, that works. Yeah, and so we actually end up getting just enough, between the Hina and the leader swing. That brings it down to 5, and then with Suru, brings it down to 4, and then with Suru brings it down to a 2-cost. So Borsalino will be able to take it out for 12k right there. And now I just have to hope that this one Rebecca can basically stave off whatever plans he might have. But it does look like his hand is pretty dead. He has the 9-cost Kaido and the 2k counter for Nosuke's. But I just don't think that's, like, even playing for Nosuke here isn't really going to do him much. So we might see, like, just a really heavy swing into Borsalino or Hina. And I'm just going to be blocking with Rebecca for sure. I'm definitely going to have to establish like 2 blockers the following turn, unless I'm trying to be really greedy and just go with 1, but yeah, I think with the amount of cards that we have in hand, he's realizing that if he tries to go for Nosuke, I think it's not going to spell, it's not going to spell very well for him. So he needs to get that blocker off the board and just attach really heavy into lead. And I think that's what I think that's what he ends up doing. We're just going to see all of it. 12k, definitely just going to have to block with Rebecca. Yeah. But God, we were in a bad spot, and now we have the opportunity to potentially get back into this match. I do need to double block right here if possible. I think we still have that Manchuri in hand as well, so there is an opportunity to just go ahead and pick up Rebecca back off of trash, or even Sabo maybe, and play that down. but I am just going to swing 5. I'm going to swing 5 with brand new, so it looks as though I'm going to be doing this a little bit differently. Looks like I might just be playing Borsalino, and man, if I'm playing Borsalino, I guess, yeah, Borsalino just does the job here. I don't really have to worry too much, but yeah, I'm just trying to think if he does get like another missed double finger from life. I was like, he might potentially have like that extra swing needed, but I am just going to have to kind of risk it. And I'm just going to go for the 8K swing here. And now leaving 4 active, I believe. I do just choose to get down Rob Lucci. Just want to have another attacker for the following turn. It doesn't, you know, it's no counter power in my hand anyways. But yeah, we're actually looking not too bad with the counter power. I think we have 2 Tashigis in hand. But now, even with 9 Dawn, you know, the 9 cost Kaido will come down, but it's not going to be able to do exactly what he wanted. Just because Borsalino is perfect for this situation. I will go, he's going to go 5 here, I believe, to either brand new or Hina. You know, I could block, but I do just choose to get the Kaido, and then I'll block with Borsalino when Kaido's coming at life right there. And now this should be pretty easy. Just attach a few Dawn, go for game. I do choose to go 11 with Borsalino first and not just like a 5 with Hina. Not like a massive misplay, but overall could have been done slightly better. Yeah, but we end up getting the game, and good God, I was sweating right there. I thought for sure that I was going to lose that match, and it just came down to him not being able to see Top Knot or what's that other 2-cost event card? The Sheep's Horn. So Top Knot or Sheep's Horn definitely would have won him the game, and we were talking about that after the match. I was like, dude, as long as you didn't see that, I was feeling fine. But as soon as you saw that card, I was dead. But what a solid match. We end up taking this one and then going into round 3 being 2-0. Definitely felt like this one was nerve-wracking to a definite degree. But yeah, solid match overall. I feel like Arnell and I always have good games. And I'm looking forward to playing a little bit of Purple Luffy next week. So I'm going to be testing that out and playing a couple games at locals with that. And yeah, I just want to try a bunch of different decks in the upcoming weeks, but definitely going back to Sakazuki for Nationals. And yet again, guys, as we finish up this video, just want to say thank you for an incredible year. I hope you guys have a fantastic New Year's Eve, whatever you're doing, whether you're relaxing, spending time with friends or family, or you're working like I am. Hope you guys have a great one, all right? And I'll see you in 2024. Peace.